Hey everyone, Skylar here with Starship Forge. Today I have something a little different. I've created a model of an RGB gaming computer, complete with several presets for RGB animations. Now, just to get a few things out of the way, no, this doesn't represent my gaming rig. I don't actually have a gaming rig. My computer's a potato. Second, I am fully aware that what I've created has zero practical purpose. There's no point to it whatsoever beyond simply being fun for me to build and looking cool. Which pretty much applies to everything I build in Forge, really. Just what I enjoy doing. Now that that's out of the way, on to the imaginary specs of this imaginary PC. Why bother giving specs to a fake PC, you might ask? Well, why not? I've been specking out hypothetical gaming rigs as a pastime recently, so just all part of the fun for me. Also, before I mention any of the specific parts in this dream build, this video is not endorsed by any of the manufacturers, etc., as if I really needed to say that. I'm basically a nobody next to all the tech tubers out there. Who would ever choose me to advertise? Anyway, on to the specs. This rig features a Core i7-7700K, which I did not actually model, since the Kraken X62 AIO liquid cooler is covering it anyway. The motherboard is an Asus Z170 Aura Gaming Motherboard. It has 16 GB of gskill Rgb RAM, a GTX 1080 Ti for the GPU, which sounded good for 4K gaming on a nice ultrawide, a 250 GB SSD for the OS, a 500 GB SSD to install a few games on, and a 3 TB HDD for data storage and Steam library. It has an optical disc drive, a Blu-ray player, mostly because I prefer physical media where possible, plus Blu-ray movies. The power supply is an EVGA 550 watt 80 plus gold power supply, and of course a curved ultra-wide monitor, an RGB keyboard, and a gaming mouse. Now, as I mentioned at the beginning, there are several presets for the RGB lighting in this rig, accessible via a terminal at the starting platform. Aside from the default, you can set it to red, green, or blue, a gradual color shift, and finally, a color pulse/rain effect applied to the RAM in tandem with a separate color pulse specific to the keyboard. And now we come to the most important part of this video, where we answer the question on everyone's mind. Can it run Crysis? Well, let's see. There's a power switch over here on the platform. Let's turn this thing on and see if we can't fire up Crysis. And it crashed. Blue screen of death. I knew I should have modeled that 7700K. That's what I get for cutting corners. Anyway, that's all for this video. If you think my choices for any of the components in this theoretical build are garbage, or if you think I have no business talking about any of this stuff, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'm hardly a tech expert, though I do like to think of myself as a quick study. Also, I plan on prefabbing many of the components in this map so that other people can use them, if they want to, not that I expect them to be of much use to anyone. Let me know in the comments if you'd like to see a separate video showing any of the individual components in more detail. But anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.